Good morning from Simply Media and Diva Brown, the publisher. It's a great day in Boston in June. The sun's finally out, and we have a little bit of spring. It's very pleasant. No rain. We've been having 40 days and 40 nights. Hope you're okay. And the title today is number 17, Big Tech, the Small Business's Friend. One of the things you'll read about today is that a number of Democrats are talking about breaking up the big tech group. And that may be right and it may be wrong. You've got to decide that for yourself. But one thing you should know is that small companies more and more are relying on big tech to be their customer, carry the weight, save the money, and so forth. To give you two examples, Walmart and Amazon have marketplaces, and in those marketplaces, people like Simply Media, my company, and other people that have physical goods, we do downloads, sell their goods. Now, there's no way we could do the job they do, not a chance. So, the point is, we need them. And each of them have 1 million or more small businesses which they sell our goods. And in many cases, such as ours, they have become our biggest customer. Now, the beauty of this for somebody selling goods, it's called CPG, Consumer Product Goods, is that's the category. And it starts with the big guys, whether it's Procter & Gamble or it's Kraft or Mars Candies or somebody like that, down to little guys like us. What's great about this is we have a chance to sell our goods directly, relying and leveraging and aligning with these people to sell our goods to protect you. Because the point is, with all of what you read about cyber this and cyber that and attacks and all that, there's no way that a company like mine and all the rest of us can protect ourselves like you would like and you deserve. So we align with people who can. Now, that doesn't mean they never make a mistake, but they make a lot less than we do. So our biggest customers are the FANG Group. Who are they? Well, that's Facebook, Amazon, Apple, Netflix, and Google. And the Democrats have them under attack. Some Republicans too. Now, that may be right. It may be wrong. But the important thing is we need them in small business. Now, there are many reasons that small business is not the preferred place for workers to work. And I've had this since I had my umbrella stroller business in the 70s or American Power in the 80s, where what happens is that you go to work for somebody like us. It's a little bit like going to Elmira or Pawtucket to try to get your game right before you go to the big show and the Boston Red Sox. The point is, for a worker, it's always better to be in a big company as far as money, longevity, and so forth. Now, the one difference is, in small companies, we don't tend to have the fat. So when bad times hit, we keep people. So yes, we can go out of business, but we're not going to fire you. Well, that's a nice thing about small business. But in good times, the big companies are where the money is. And it's understandable that somebody who believes in socialism, like Bernie does, would like big companies because they are more accountable, larger, pay better, and things like that. And that's Elizabeth Warren, too. And both of them, I have said before, are authentic. They believe this. This isn't something they're just doing for today. They're deeply committed. And they don't like big companies. Now, the other thing about the big tech group is they've got a lot of power. And if you're in government and you want power, well, they are a power source. And Peter Drucker famously said companies should like unions because they're a counterforce to government. In other words, there's business, there's government, there are nonprofits, he said, and then there's the government. So if you like the government, and socialists do, that's the expansive idea. The idea is they control the keys to the kingdom, they do things right, and so forth. Sometimes it doesn't work out, like Venezuela and Cuba, But they try, and the theory is good, even if the practice has not been very successful historically. Now, the point about this, though, is understand that a small business has to rely on these people, because think of the practicality for a moment. All of them wire money to us. We don't even have to invoice them. They always pay to the day. In a small company, they've got cash flow problems and so forth. If we sell small businesses, it's a struggle. And it's not their fault. They're not paying us when they don't, not because they don't like us or they're being dishonest. They just don't have the money. Well, the big companies do. So when you think about breaking up big tech, remember that. And there's the New Hampshire primary in which I talked to somebody from the Warren campaign, and I said, well, look, there are 20,000 of us in this little state of 1.4 million who rely on Amazon and Walmart to be our largest customers. So if you attack them, we're in a lot of trouble. Now, maybe we should be. Now, that's the point. Maybe small businesses should be less important. But to the extent you care about them, we need these guys. And that doesn't mean it's right, but think about it. And that's what we do on the Simply channel. We try to tell you things to think about. You have to decide what's right, what's wrong, and where do you feel about it. Thanks very much.